To say it's been a long time waiting for this ride would be an understatement. Really close to a year mucking around with the FZR. Now it's all together, well, except for the fairings. I have to do a bit of the fairings. They're not the original mirrors, but I've got those. I just have to get the bolts to go through to the fairing and the screen, which I've got the screen. Got that side of the fairing. The other side was bought as is, all smashed up when I bought it as a Barnfind. So this is a fun bike. Been out for a couple of rides. Well, first ride was just around here just to see if it went, because it's been in that shed over there for like months, and then a shed over that way for other months. And this COVID thing's a bit of a shit and hassle because it's been waiting for such a long time. To get parts, there's still a part that's coming that's been sitting in the UK for 2.5 months through customs. All this Brexit stuff, and yeah, doesn't help. But this bike does help. This is a fun bike. Okay, I might just tell you that before it gets caught in something, actually. It's gonna get in a new one. It's like a little bow, like a little present, a prezzy for me. So I have gone on a couple of, just 2 road ones, one a very quiet one, we should say, where I was very easy on the bike because it's never been, it's the first time it's been run, well, not run, the motor's been running for on and off, you know, over the months, just to see how it's going, and, well, not see how it's going, but, you know, bring it up to speed, check if the compression's okay, usual thing. And but it's the first time I went on the actual bike. It's in the road for 11 years, because I was sitting in a shed, someone's shed, for 10 years, plus almost a year of mine. And before that, it was, if you're following the Instagram or the YouTube, then you know it's a very abused motorcycle, pretty much from day one that it was bought. However, it is now saved and resurrected. It's 100% roadworthy. Yes, somebody put the Triumph thing there. I'm going to change that. And so the second, sorry, I got lost. But the second run, I hammered it. I went to red line, not over red line, but you know, 10, 11, right through the gears, except with 5 or 6%. I was going too fast, just on normal roads. Just to see if the motor was going to blow up, because of course, even though the motor was very strong on compression, it was 155 psi across the board. That does sound very low to modern day motorcycles, but I think even though it's a 4 and it's even got 5 valves, I think, hasn't it, 3 exhaust, 2 inlet, it's actually got the compression according to the factory is 160 psi. Minimum compression should be 145. This came out across 155, and not only did it come out 155, it was actually only 2 or 3 cylinders difference in the pots. Like one was 153, one was 155. Sorry, about 2 of them 155, one was 153 and 154. So they were probably the closest in compression that of any multi-cylinder car or bike that I've seen that's with a motor that's really old. Anyway, but I don't know if it's been rebuilt. Of course, I had new pistons in it sometime, whatever. Anywho, enough jibber jabber. Let's move with the grooving, baby. Okay. It's actually very easy to start. The fuel tap is on. Choke I'll put on. Choke doesn't seem, makes a little bit of a difference, but not much. Doesn't seem, it's on run. What's it on run? Horn used to work. No, it doesn't work. No surprise, it's all rusted. But it starts very easy on the button, as you can see. Look, it's even got a trip meter. Huh. So, yeah, I just put the trach in there and nothing really happened. Anyway, gear goes okay. The only thing is the clutch. As you can see, I'm letting the clutch out and it's not engaging for a little while, so it has to be adjusted. It's also got a very short operation, the clutch. I don't think that's normal. So, but as I said, this bike come winter time will be a full rebuild from the frame up. So that includes rebuild the motoring, gearbox and clutch and everything else. And it's going to come up to a fairly new looking bike and get everything vapor honed, of course. And anyway, let's have a little bit of a run in the sun, sort of like a late September sun, late autumn, I should say. Okay. Shall I go? Might just click on my visor. I've got a Whoosy, what's it? If I can remember how to use it. There it goes. I've got a sun thing. Anyway, I'm gonna go the other way. Grass. Whoops, jeez. Bit of a poor clutch control there. Comes to shit. Oh. It's a bad mirror on the left. Actually going straight into the sun, even with the sun visor, it's pretty fucking hard. Can't see if anything's on the road, like any potholes or little animals or something. Little dead ones I can run over. That's what I don't like, these little rubber things. A bit slippery, these ones. Clutch seems to have run out. I'd say it needs a new clutch basket for sure. That looks like a bike rider, but not. Watch out for those. Trouble is, even on a motorcycle, on these small Irish roads, they take up a lot of room and hard to get around. Suspension's quite soft on this. It's a real fun bike to ride, by the way. It does everything it's supposed to. I can't see shit. Does everything it's supposed to. It turns on a dime. Front's fine. The only thing is I think the springs, of course the original springs on this bike, and so they're 30 something years old, I think they're worn out and they've gone a bit soft because I put the right oil in, the right weight oil according to the factory manual for this FZR600 Yamaha, but yet they're really soft. I mean they almost go full in. Even just stops if I just put the front brake on and press it down. But maybe Yamaha made it that way, I don't know. For they're like smooth rides. I like my suspension a little bit harder than that. So I'm going to put some K-Tech springs in it, I think, when it comes to the rebuild. Heavier weight oil, and see how we go. I was going to go mad and put like Ohlins and front and rear, all that sort of bullshit, but there's no point. I mean, it is what it is. Just improve it a bit here and there with the suspension, and that's about it. Not sure how it was frosty this morning, so a bit careful around these roundabouts. Very easy bike to ride. Very easy, no surprises. Feels a lot of fun on the corners. I just have to learn to ride it. I mean, Yamaha's been probably my favourite brand of bike that I've owned, because I've owned many different brands of bikes and models and sizes. But yeah, Yami's It comes in the fun department. I mean, each brand, you know, you can't compare it to Ducati or Yamaha because it's like apples and oranges. It's like, did you like eating steak or do you like eating ice cream? It just doesn't come into it, you know. So, but for the Yamis, they're fun, you know. I started off as a little kid when I was 10 on a little bike, little Yamaha YZ80. Okay. Come on, you fuckhead. What are you doing, fucking maniac? Another person can't drive. Yeah, I'm absolutely not used to the clutch. It's a bit of my EVT riding this bike, but it's also, we're not used to it, but it's also, like I said, the clutch has got like a 1/4 of an inch where it comes in and goes out. So, on the clutch plates themselves, it's really weird. Oh, big truck, I don't like big trucks. Parking spot, that's where all the bikes usually park. You have to be, I think there are laws against parking on pavements, but this pavement, as you can see, is pretty wide. We're at the supermarket, usual supermarket run. Okay.